Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another updates from my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about Spring or like Spring Boot scheduler. So first of all, like I would like to discuss about what is scheduler. So a scheduler is used to be execute a method in a Java. So using some specific time related dynamics. For example, so here I have a scheduler method. Okay, this method if you want to execute like on every two minutes or like 5 minutes, okay, we can use the scheduler here, or like so we can use like on every Monday at like 6 p.m. or like uh, if you want to execute like uh, every day or like every week or like every year, so we can execute by using scheduler. Okay, so what we have to do is basically we have to enable the scheduler in the Spring Boot application by using at the rate of enable scheduling. Okay, and after that, so here I have one scheduler service or like component. So if you want to use scheduler here, we have to use at the rate of scheduled annotation on top of our method. Okay, and in this scheduled annotations we have like two parameters. One is like fixed rate, another one is fixed delay. So I'm going to explain what is the fixed rate and the fixed delay. So I have one diagram, so let me explain the diagram, guys. So let me maximize this. So this is the scheduled annotations. I have like scheduled annotations. Inside that I have fixed delay and fixed rate parameter. So what is the difference and what the fixed delay parameter will does here? Okay, so fixed delay parameter in scheduled annotations will adds a delay between two executions or like two methods. Here I have like two method executions. So in between two methods executions, if I want to add like any delay, so that delay should be fixed delay. Then I can go for fixed delay here. That is 1000 milliseconds here. Okay, so what happened if you add fixed delay in between two method executions here? So the method executions will starts, okay, starts after the previous execution is completed. If you see here, so to start this method execution, it has to wait until the previous one is completed. So without complete the previous one, the next one won't be started here. Okay, so there is a fixed delay, so we can pass the time in a milliseconds here. The 1000 milliseconds here, that is like 1 second. Okay, this is a fixed delay, and and we have like fixed rate here. So what about the fixed rate? The fixed rate basically inside the scheduled annotations, uh, it should be used like in a situation where the method invocations are independent. This doesn't wait, the previous one will complete it. Okay, so whatever the time we given here, that is fixed rate is 1000 milliseconds. After this time, it will start the next method execution. It won't wait till the previous one is completed. So in case of like fixed delay, it will wait the previous one is completed. Okay, so that is a difference. So the fixed delay versus fixed rate here. So fixed delay guarantees that the executions can happen in a sequence. So once this is completed, the next one will start. Once this is completed, if you want to start another one, that one will start. This is can be happen in a sequence, but in the fixed rate, that is not the case. So I'm going to explain programmatically here. So let's take first fixed delay. So fixed delay. So I'm going to take 1000 milliseconds here. Okay. So if you start this, let's see what will happen. So I just added log information here, scheduler time. So it's going to be print this time here. Okay, if you see here, for each and every second, okay, the scheduler time is printing here. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13 like that. Okay, and let's stop this. So this is fixed delay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add so thread dot some sleeping time. Okay, let's add some 1000 milliseconds again. So let's start this and see what will happen here. Okay, so basically the the first one is 1000 milliseconds. Again we are using thread.sleep, that is 1000 milliseconds again. So that means this 1 second and this 1 second, 2 seconds it's taking time to start the next one. Okay, and in the case of fixed rate it won't wait for this sleep time. Okay, let's test this fixed rate as well, and let's start this. So let's check the time here. To see here, each and every 1 second the scheduler is executing here. Okay, so that is the difference, guys. And let's stop this. And one more thing, like if you want to pass like any initial delay, okay, so let's provide initial delay. Okay, 1000 milliseconds before this scheduler is going to be start. If you want to provide some initial delay, you can provide here. So one more thing, like we have so fixed rate, right? So we have like fixed rate string as well. Okay, what is this fixed rate string? So here let's say uh, if you want to pass like large value, so let's say 72 2 hours or like 3 hours, then if I want to pass like this, right? So it's a very large value, right? So instead of this, what I'm going to do is here I'm going to use fixed rate string. In this case I'm going to pass p t. Okay, uh, 2 hours, so that is string, so we can pass a string here. That's it. So every 2 hours this scheduler is going to be executed here. Okay, so if you want to check whether it's working or not, so we can pass 2 seconds as well. So let me check this. Okay, if you check here, so this scheduler time is printing for each and every 2 seconds. Okay, so this is how this fixed rate string will work. Now let me stop this. Okay, so coming to this fixed rate, so even like uh, this fixed rate string will fixed rate basically is not a parallel execution by default. So if you want to enable the parallel executions, what we have to do is, so we have to use async annotation. So if you want to execute parallel execution, then we have to use a thread of async annotation here. Okay, to enable async we have like one more annotation, that is enable async here. Okay, so this will start this task execution parallelly. Let's check this. Okay, if you check my log statement here, so it is printing task 1, task 2, task 3. Okay, so it is executing parallelly by using this threads. So if you observe here, keep on like changing this task. Okay, that's how this parallel execution will be happen. So let's stop this. And now, so if I want to use the scheduler by using like cron expression, if you want to schedule a task using the cron expressions, how we are going to use the cron expression, I'm going to explain here. So let's remove this enable async and async. So inside this schedule annotation, I'm going to use cron expression here. Okay, cron expression. So let's basically 1 2 3 4 5 6 3 stars here. Okay, 6 stars I have provided here. So what does it mean? So why we have to provide the 6 stars? So the first one is seconds, and the second one is minutes, and the third one is hours. Okay, and the fourth one is day of the month. Okay, and after that we have fifth one. The fifth one is a month, and the last one, the sixth one, is day of the week. Okay, so this is how we have to provide the scheduler cron expression. So if you want to execute for each and every 2 seconds, how we are going to be use this cron expression. So here I'm going to provide star by 2. That's it. So if you check this, for each and every 2 seconds, this scheduler is going to be executed. Started. See here, for each and every 2 seconds it's executing, right? And let's stop this. And again, so if you want to execute each and every 2 minutes, how we are going to do by using this cron expression is, so in case of the seconds we have to provide the 0, and after that the next one is minutes, right? So every 2 minutes means we have to provide 2 here. That's it. So for each and every 2 minutes this scheduler is going to be executed by using this cron expression. Okay, and after that, and so if you want to run this scheduler on a specific day, so let's say on every Monday or like Tuesday at 6 p.m. how you have to schedule this annotation. So how we are going to be scheduled by using this cron expression is, so let's remove this. Okay, let's reset this now. So what I'm going to do is every Tuesday, so let's provide 0, seconds and minutes, and so the third one is hours. So at what time you have to execute this? Let's say I want to execute at 8 p.m. that is 20, right? And after that, so day of the week is the last one, guys. So here, so I want to execute on Tuesday. Okay, so Tuesday, that's it. So on Tuesday at 8 p.m. this scheduler is going to be executed by using this cron expression. Okay, this is how it will work. So if you don't want to hard code this cron expression value here, so if you want to provide this value in the properties file, so how we are going to parameterize this value, I'm going to explain here. So to do this, basically we have to parameterize, so we have to parameterize this cron expression. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so here let's take dot expression dot value. Okay, this cron expression dot value you have to provide in the application dot properties. That's it. Okay, so this is cron expression value. Okay, so that's it. So this parameters value is going to be take it from application dot properties file. So this is another way, instead of hard coding, so we can going to pick it this value from the application dot properties. And at final I'm going to discuss about, so how we are going to be running the task in parallel. So that is I already discussed. So whether you can use at the rate of async annotation, or like you can use task scheduler. Okay, so we have to use the task scheduler bean. So basically so we have at the rate of bean here. So I'm going to write one method here. That's it, our bean is ready now. So I'm going to use this, okay, task scheduler bean inside my scheduler annotation. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to use this task scheduler bean inside my Spring Boot application. So when this one is useful, so let's say when you have like one method, that method is returning some value. Okay, based on that value, if you want to use like if you want to like set some threads, only some specific threads, then we can use this way, this bean way, instead of setting here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to auto wire this in task scheduler annotation. So let's take auto wire and private. Okay, and when we have something, so let's take public, it's returning something. Okay, number of threads. Okay, so here, so you can use task scheduler dot set full size something, instead of 5, then you can add some 3 threads. So let's say, so you have some logic, so that logic, okay, is returns, okay, 3. Then based on this value, so if you want to execute 3 threads, then we can use this, we can set this 3 threads here. Okay, so that's how you can customize the task scheduler here. So instead of using like async, so then we can use this, okay, task scheduler bean here. And I forgot to tell you, so either you can use this task scheduler, or like so we can directly in the Spring Boot application we have like one more way to schedule this task. So what we can do is we can use spring dot task dot scheduling dot pool size dot size equal to 5. That's it. So instead of this we can use, so I don't want to use this bean in the application dot properties, I can directly use this property, that is spring dot task dot scheduling dot pool dot size is 5. That's it. So when this bean is useful is, so if you don't want to set this pool size directly here, okay, depends on your logic. If you want to set like specific thread size, then you can use it. So let's say this method will return some logic, based on that logic you want to execute 3 threads. Let's say we have like one more method, okay, so this method will return, okay, 5. Then you want to execute this method by using 5 threads. Okay, then instead of hard coding here, I can remove this, then I will set it this thread value in this method. Depends on that logic, I'm going to choose the threads, number of threads. Okay, so that's how it's going to work, guys. So that's it. So if you like this video, so please go ahead and like. If you haven't subscribed my YouTube channel, please go ahead and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thanks.